好。Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Now I don't do this often enough, but I do like to go out and explore and finding new places to take videos and take hopefully some really good photos. I've done that today. I've come out to a pier that is along the Jialing River in Chongqing. I'm standing under, I wouldn't quite call it a highway, it's definitely one of the larger roads in the city. And so the reason I'm here is because under this road, there are all these pillars, support structures that keep the road sitting up in the air, I suppose. So what's also happening here, which is quite interesting, these guys have been floating downriver and they're just coming up here. And earlier, as I came down here, I didn't know this when I came down, people are jumping into the water from that raised platform, just jumping straight out, which I thought was really, really cool. And it just so happens that as I arrived, one of the swimmers was about to jump off, and so he came down, asked me to photograph him, and then he went back up and then he jumped out into the river. And I caught a photo of him where he's just flat, perfectly flat, mid-jump, and then another one right before he hits the water. It looked so good. But the main reason I'm here is simply because I wanted to do something I haven't done in a while, which is just to explore a place I haven't been to before. So I am under a road. You can see the support pillars here holding the road above, and then in front you can just see an endless line of those support pillars just going all the way down. And so I've seen photos taken from here before, but I've never been myself. So I'm hoping maybe today I can get something. I'm gonna have to try and tread really carefully because this place was not made for walking around with a heavy bag and a camera in one hand and shoes that have no grip. So this isn't, I walked past several police officers on my way down here. None of them said anything about me walking in. I've seen people come down here to fish and stuff. So I don't see a reason why I couldn't be here. But I can see why I should have thought about this a little bit better because it's certainly not very easy to walk past here. Let's see. So you are just walking on whatever you can find. Like it's a bit of a rough patch. I am going to die. Actually, you know what? Maybe if I walk up here instead. Take some pictures. So I'm just trying to fool around with the camera settings that I have at the moment. I'm shooting on my 62 with my 70 to 200 millimeter. It's the biggest zoom lens I have. I want to try and get as much compression in the frame as possible. Make the background seem as big and imposing as it can, while the subject is still sort of sharpened in the frame and everything else is blurred out. It's a little hard to do though. I actually do need to get closer, but... And there is a nice, it's going to be hard to show on here. I'll have to show you the photo when I put it on top. But there is a nice sort of fall off. I'm not sure if that'll show at all. That's what I'm going for. And then one thing that I've really noticed recently is, as much as you can take photos of great scenery and stuff, it really helps if you have some people in the scene as well. Oops, went the wrong way. Over here. Having a subject other than the background itself can really help sell the shot a bit. You can say a lot about the locals here, but they definitely know how to just relax and have a good time. I feel like the Chongqing locals are really good at just enjoying very simple things, like just going to the riverside and fishing. They can sit here, they'll probably sit here for a couple hours, talking, fishing, just catching up. Finally made it back to where I started. Ah. My God. I don't know if the gimbal was smoothing out my movement too much there, but I was sliding for a good 2 feet or so in the mud. There is nothing easy about this, I tell you. It's just nothing at all. We're finally back on solid ground, or more solid ground at least, and right by the riverside. So the only thing there is for me to do now is to go home, look at all the footage I have. I might stay for a little bit, just enjoy the view here, how calm and quiet it is once you get away from that boat. And then just take a moment to enjoy this nice summer evening.